I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. We are going to make a polar bear puppet today. This little guy's going to be pretty easy to make. You are going to need some craft foam. You're going to need a half of a styrofoam ball. We've got template for you, which has the legs and the pattern for the body. So this is the body pattern, and this is the actual legs. Normally you would cut these out and use them for a pattern. This part you're going to use this for your white foam. This you're going to cut out and actually make it your legs. You also need a straw, your scissors, some Google Eyes, a marker, a stapler, and some wide tape if you've got it. If not, you can probably use a skinny tape, but the wide tape holds better. So to start out with, you want to cut your patterns out. So you want to take your scissors and cut out this shape, this shape, and this shape. You will cut these out. And I already have, I've got this and the body shape. And I've got 2 ears. And I should have a tail over here somewhere, I hope. Okay, there's the tail. So, first of all, I want to take this and make it in a circle. So you just make the ends meet just a little bit and take your stapler and staple on both ends of your body. That will make a round tube like this. Then you want to take your head, and you have 2 ears, and you have some glue dots. And I'm going to take the marker and make a line on the inside of the ear, so you can see that those are his ears. And then I'm going to take some glue and glue his ears to the top of his head. You put the ears behind the head a little bit. So you end up with that. Now I'm going to take his nose and get a couple of glue dots on the surface of the flat surface of his nose. And I'm going to put that right here and push down. And then you should have in your kit a little pom-pom. And we'll take a glue dot and we'll put it on the end of his nose and stick his nose on, like that. Then I'm going to take the marker and I'm just going to make a sort of a W. So that my polar bear looks like that. There should be some Google Eyes in here. You want to take 2 Google Eyes and some glue dots And we're going to glue his eyes on. And there, my bear has a face, doesn't he? Now, since I've got his body here, I'm going to take glue dots and just glue it like that, okay? So I want to take 2 glue dots and put them down on the back side of his head. And I'll kind of center him on his body so that his head's kind of in the center. There we have that. Okay, now we have these legs that I cut out. And you're going to take these and you're going to bend backwards and forwards, about an inch or 2 inches, and just keep stacking it on top of each other until you get the leg. And you'll do that with every one of these. So we bend it here, and then we go back, and then we bend it again and back, and again and back. So you have 4 legs, and you're fixing it so that these long legs will not be as long, but they'll wiggle when you play with your puppet. So, one more. And this doesn't have to be perfect, but it helps if you get them bent well so that they're in a zigzag. Okay, then I'm going to take his front feet, and I'm going to take my stapler and staple it. And the same on the other front foot. And I'll take my stapler and staple it. And then we'll take the back feet and do the same thing. Now look, I have my feet facing the front, and even my back one, and the feet are facing the front. You make sure that you can see those toes that you made. And staple the back feet. Ooh. All right, so now your bear has 4 feet. He still has a tail that has to go on, and I take this and I'm going to glue that with a glue dot to his back side. So I'll put a glue dot at the top of the tail and then stick the tail on the back of the bear, okay? So the only thing we're still missing is a way to hold on to him so that we can play with him. This is where this straw comes in. And what you do is you lay it down between his legs and get a piece, a wide piece of sticky tape, and have the straw coming out the back towards his tail. And then take the tape and tape the straw down to the foam. So you see I've done it like that. Now I can take my bear and he can be my puppet. So that's it for this week's edition of Craft Corner Kits to Go, and we'll see you next week.